Hello, and welcome to Pre-Calc. I am Michael.
And I'm Kyle.
Today, we're going to be teaching a very important lesson, putting parabolas into standard form.
First of all, we'd like to thank you for watching our video. Our video is clearly going to be a lot more fun.
Yeah, it's the better video by far.
We're going to be on page 4.
Make sure you really get in there so you can see page 4. Alright, we're going to start off with problem number 5, because we're going to go in numerical order.
First of all, I'm sorry, there's a little touchy.
Ooh,
So what you're going to do here, almost like the last lesson we learned, you're just going to follow the steps. Step number 1, isolate the squared term and its linear term on the left side.
I'll go for number 2, Kyle. If the coefficient of the squared term is not 1, factor out the coefficient from the squared term and its linear term.
Number 3, form a perfect square trinomial and simplify. Don't forget to simplify.
And finally, the last step, number 4. If possible, factor out the coefficient from the non-standard form on the right side. X plus y must be positive.
Alright, now, I'm sure you're like jumping for joy right now because it's pre-calc time. Let's get to work. On the first one here, what we're going to do first, move the y term over because alright, x squared plus 4x equals 4y.
That's looking pretty good so far, Kyle. What should we do next? Why don't you enlighten me?
That's a good question, Mike. I'll show you what to do. Almost like back to the circles, you're going to do this thing. Do this thing here. 4y. And don't forget to bring over the square term you got here.
Oh, yeah.
So that is a 4.
Really
does that step look familiar?
That step looks very familiar. It reminds me of circles.
Alright, perfect. It is almost like circles. Now you only got one more thing to do.
Really? Only one more?
You got to bring the y by itself because it wants to be lonely. So bring this term down. Factor out the 4. So you get 4. And then y plus 1. Now, wasn't that a great time, Mike?
Wait, we're really already done?
We are already done.
You're kidding me. That's all?
That's all.
Oh, my
now,
God.
I'd like to see you try number 6 and
teach
the class.
Are you sure? Oh, this might not be literate. Alright, so number 6 now. Should probably get the let out. Alright, crookeded it.
Go ahead.
Alright, let's zoom in.
It's okay, Mike. We all make mistakes.
Where does it come this
Unless
way?
you're Mrs. Harrington.
There we go. Whoa. Number 6, guys.
Alright, there you go,
God.
Mike. Good job.
Alright, so for this one, you're going to want to start out similarly, except instead of taking the y's over, Kyle, this time you're going to take the x over.
That's impressive, Mike. I'm glad you know that.
Thanks, Kyle.
Let's see how that's done.
Alright, so you're going to write it down. And it's going to be y squared minus 2y. You're going to want to put that not in parentheses yet. Then you get negative. Did I just write this wrong? I feel like it did.
Negative 2x.
Yeah. Alright, negative 2x plus 3 plus 1. Is that looking okay so far, Kyle?
That looks good to me, Mike.
Ah, no joy. Is it?
I don't think it looks
Maybe
good.
it's not looking fine.
Where's the plus 1 coming from?
That's a good question. The question was...
Let's dive into this problem and figure out where this one is coming from.
The plus 1 is... That should be from down there. Oh, because, alright, let's go to the next... I'm sorry, the plus 1 should not be here yet, Mike. You're jumping a little ahead of yourself.
Kyle. I just got too excited. That was the problem there.
So we're going to go to the next step. And you are going to complete the square, as we were very good at.
Okay.
So you get y minus 1 squared equals negative 2x. And now the plus 1 that we put a little early is coming from right here.
Oh, that makes more sense.
So Mrs. Harrington told me to put it up there, so you can solve it up there, and then down here you just get the plus 4.
There we go.
Isn't that easy?
That was actually pretty easy, but I think we have one more step coming up.
I think you're right, Mike. Can never forget the last step.
Of course.
There we go. Factor out -2. You don't want to factor out a +2. You'll get the wrong answer. Don't do it.
Oh, whew.
X
Almost did that
minus
myself
2.
there.
There you go. Easy as that. How fun that was. It was amazing. Let's move on to number 7. What do you say?
Number 7? I say it sounds like heaven.
All right, number 7.
Make sure you zoom in so you can see the number. That's beautiful. Right there.
Number 7. Now, Mike, what do you think the first step's going to be here?
You know, I think the first step is going to be isolating the x's. So to do that, you would move the y to the other side and move the 4x with the x squared.
I love the idea, Mike. Let's write that on paper here.
All right, let's hope I'm right,
X
too.
squared minus 4x equals 2y. That looks good to me so far.
Yep.
Now, let's complete the square, because we love doing that so much.
Joy, hold up. Let me do this one. You could write it, though, because
All right,
it
all
won't
right.
be littered if I write it. All right, so it's going to be x minus 2 in parentheses squared. Can't forget the square.
Don't forget the square, all right?
And then it's going to equal 2y. And you got to add 4 because you're squaring the -2.
Yes, do not forget to square the -2.
Yes, that's a major key right there.
And we only have one more step, so let's get to it.
All right.
Now, this just drops down because that looks good on this side.
Yep, it looks perfect.
And all you got to do is factor out the 2.
That's it?
That's all you have to do.
Oh, my goodness.
Y plus 2. Now, a little bit of sad news because not every video can be happy. That's the end. It was that easy.
Now-
So, we're going to go to some homework now.
Yeah, which I'm sure we're going to have.
Your homework, which I mean should be a privilege,
Yeah.
it's going to be page 357. Now, if you're a good student, you'll just do the whole page. That's what we highly suggest. But if you're just an average student, 35 through 41 odd.
That's it? Only 6 problems? And then when they're odd, there's 3?
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
By the way, don't forget to check your answers in the back of the book.
Yeah,
if
because
you
they're
don't,
odd problems.
if you don't,
4.
there's 4. There's 4 problems, Mike. Anyway, if you don't check your answers in the back of the book, you're doing yourself no good. Better do it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.
It was a privilege to be here.